welcome back to my channel, The Zipper Foot. This video is a little bit different to my normal ones in that I'm just doing a run through of this machine that Janome have loaned me. It is the Janome Atelier 7. It's absolutely stunning. I don't know loads about it at the moment, but I've done a quick video today of how to thread the machine, how to do the bobbin, and a couple of features that I absolutely love that I've found already. One being the automatic needle threader. I'm blown away by that. I just keep threading the needle for fun. So yes, lots to learn. She is an absolute beast. I can tell that she's going to be a workhorse. Strong machine, absolutely brilliant. So if you're interested to know more about the machine, carry on watching. I don't feature in the video today. I am literally guiding you through how to thread her, how to do the bobbin, showing you a couple of features that I love, take you into the storage compartments. So if that's something that interests you, then please carry on watching. I really hope you enjoy it. I've thoroughly enjoyed just going this far with it so far. There is so much more to learn. I need to sit down with a cup of tea and wade my way through this one, because this in itself is a pretty thick guidance booklet. So she's obviously capable of a lot. I hope you enjoy. Take care. Bye. Okay, so I thought I would just show you how to change the feet on the Janome Atelier 7. It's a very simple process. There is a little button in behind the feet, and it's just here, and as you press it, the foot will drop. That has released that one, so you can move it out the way and change it to whatever foot you would like to use. Slide that into place, and then you can use the lever at the back of the machine to lower the foot on, or you can use your knee lifter if you would prefer to, or you can use the automatic press a foot down up button, which is the one that I like to use. So if I press that now, you'll see it just snaps the foot on into place, and then you're ready to go and sew again. It's a brilliant feature on this machine. I love the automatic press a foot down and up, raising and lowering of the foot. It's really handy when you're sewing as well. So that is an excellent feature of this machine. Right, I would like to show you the automatic needle threader on this machine. It's a different level of quality on this Atelier 7. So I've already threaded it, but I thought I would just show you how well it does actually thread the machine. So you feed it into this little section here, and then you can just leave the thread trail, and you press the button down as you do on many of the machines, and that's it. The machine's threaded. So it does it perfectly every single time. It's excellent. I just think that if you have, or you struggle rather with your eyesight, this is going to be a really, really helpful feature. And as I say, it's foolproof. It works every single time. I'm now going to show you how to remove the extension table. The extension table provides a nice extended sewing area, and it's really easily removed for free arm sewing. So to detach it, you simply draw the table out to the left. It's also the storage area for your straight stitch needle plate. So I will just show that to you now so you can see what I mean. So if you draw the table out to the left, you can see it's really easily removed, and then you have your free arm to be able to use that. And that is where your needle plate lives, your spare needle plate, and that's really easily removed and put back. Lives in there quite happily, and then you can just pop that back on when you're finished, and it just clicks back into place. So your storage compartment on this machine is really good as well. If I just open it, there we go. Okay, you can see you've got this nice little tray here, and that holds your feet, your bobbins, so that's good. Then we can remove that, and underneath there you have a place. It's quite a nice big space as well for all of your other bits and pieces. So you can see I've got my needles in there, I've got my button foot in there, my buttonhole foot, I've got my walking foot in there, I've got all sorts. I've got my spare thread spool in there. So it's a really, really nice space to be able to put all the other bits and bobs for your machine. It's very tidy and clean as well. I like the way it looks. It's all very organised in there. So yes, a nice impressive little storage compartment there. Okay, so now we're going to thread the machine. This is where your cotton spool lives. Everything is quite straightforward when it comes to threading most machines. They are numbered and it's quite helpful these days. As you can see on mine here, we've got numbers 1 and 2 just here. Number 3 is at the base of this blue panel down here. Number 4 back up here, and number 5 is back down at the bottom there. We'll go there in a second. So concentrating and focusing on this area here, we go from our thread spool over to number 1, which is just here, and then this little section here, we're going over, around, and then we're going to go down. So we go down for number 3, back up, and it's important that you stay to the right hand side here, come around to the left and wait for a little click. Okay, and when you've heard that, you can bring it back down then, and we're at number 5, and now we're ready to thread the actual needle. Okay, so we're now at number 5. We're going to thread this area here. I'm just going to zoom in a little so you can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, so there we go. These are the areas that we are now going to focus on. So this section here and this section here are the 2 next areas that need to be threaded. They are going to hold our thread in place when we're sewing. You simply pull that one in behind there, and as you can see, it's just holding the thread in place. It's just guiding it. You do the same again to this section here, just in and behind, and it's holding the thread in place just in this little hole here. You're now You're now ready to thread the machine, which you can do manually, or you can use the automatic needle threader, which is just here. To do that, you just lift the thread into that section, and it's held quite nicely there. And then you'll see, if I zoom out a little, there's a lever just here. And as I press that lever down, you will see that the needle becomes threaded. So we're just holding that down. There we are. Okay, and then you can just I use a little unpicker just to pull the loop on the back through the needle, and then down through the foot, and you are now ready to sew. Okay, I'm now going to thread the bobbin for the machine. So we're going over to section number 1 as before, then over to 2, so it's in and around, and instead of going down to thread the machine, we're following the dotted lines up and around here to actually thread the bobbin. There we are. So we'll just wind the thread around the bobbin a few times, just to get that on there nice and tight. And then on to the bobbin housing there, automatic thread cutter here, so you can just pop that in under there. And it'll cut the thread away. There you go, your excess. And then push over to the right. And it tells you on the control panel that the bobbin is ready for winding. And then onto the presser foot. And your bobbin will wind. The bobbin automatically stops winding when it's full. And then to cut the thread, there's a thread cutter here, so you can just lift it up and over. And the thread's cut. Back over to the left. Take the bobbin off, and we're ready to put it into the casing. Okay, so it's time to put the bobbin into the machine. I'm just going to pop it into its housing here. This is just in front of the foot, as you can see. It literally drops down in front. You need to place the bobbin in as if it is a letter P. So it's going in like this, or with the thread off to the left. All you're doing is dropping the bobbin into the housing like that, and then what you want to do is keep a finger on top of the bobbin so it can't move around, and you're pulling this thread down in under here. So just to do that for you again, sorry, my finger's in front of the camera there, down in and around, so just under there, and then you're pulling it up to number 1 and around, back down to number 2 where it'll automatically thread cut. There you go, and then that's it, your bobbin's in. You are ready to sew. All you need to do then is replace the casing, and that's it. Okay, so we're now ready to sew. So I have selected a straight stitch, and we're going to place the fabric underneath the presser foot. You can either lower the presser foot by pressing the up down auto foot, and that works, or you can do it by pressing the actual pedal to start sewing. Needle goes in and it starts to sew, or you can do it by using the lever on the back, or if you're using the knee lift, you can do it with that as well. So we're ready to start sewing here. Okay, so if you just place some pressure on the foot pedal, we'll be away and sewing a nice straight stitch. There we go. Speed settings are here, so you can have a very slow stitch if you would like. It doesn't matter how hard, my pedal is right down to the ground, and that's as fast as we're going. Or you can obviously have it much faster, pedal down. That's your personal preference, and obviously depending on what you're working on. These buttons here, if I just run through these briefly, needle up, needle down. All right, then to cut the thread, use the scissors. We've discussed that one already. Press the foot up and down, locking stitch to go backwards, reverse stitch, and to start stop. So the machine will start stop itself automatically if you want to use that. I've got the foot control pedal in at the minute, so it's not functioning at the minute. Cut the thread, as I said there. Press the foot lifts automatically, and there is our little row of stitches that we've done with a really tidy bobbin on the back, which is great. So there you go. That is how you thread this machine, the bobbin. I've shown you a few features, which I hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, happy sewing.